Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Stevens again. Hopefully you've had a go at the capacity worksheets. So now we're going to go through the PowerPoint for the extension worksheets. Now these are slightly different. When we do any extension, we try to push ourselves, try and do a little bit more problem solving and reasoning. So we're going to go through the PowerPoint and then explain what the different symbols mean so you know which one that you can pick. Okay, sorry about that. So if you have a look at the little symbols here, we've got a submarine. So the submarine, when it's just diving, these are just problems a little bit like the ones that we've already done. So you're just practicing your skills. Okay, but then when you look down to the next one, this is where we're going a little bit deeper. So you understand the skill of comparing. So there's a little bit of problem solving involved. And then if you go down to the next one, this is the deepest. Now, if you look at the sheets that I've given you on the website, they've got the little symbol in the corner. So there's 1 or 2 questions about each at each level here. So don't feel like you have to do them all. Just pick the one that you want. The answer sheet is going to be there as well. So just have a go and see how you get on. Let's have a look at the first one then. These are ones that we're kind of just sort of practicing the skills that we've already learnt. So sort these containers in order of capacity from smallest to the greatest. Okay, so we've got some different kinds of containers here, and obviously we are looking at the unit of measurement here. Now, the best thing to probably do here is, not everybody needs to do this, but the best thing to do would be to convert these so that they're all saying the same thing. So in this case, we'd be converting them all to millilitres probably. So if we do that step first, okay, so we've got the 7 litres is the same as 7,000 millilitres. 1 litre 500, that's the same as 1,500 millilitres. And this one, which said 2.5 litres, so if we know that a litre is 1,000, then half of that would be 500. So we've got 2,500 millilitres. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but in the previous slide it said smallest to greatest, and now we're saying greatest to smallest. So I don't know how that happened, but we're going to go from greatest to smallest now. So have a look and see which one is the most, and then obviously to the least. So there we go. A bit confusing about the change there, but it's really clear that you really read the question carefully then, so that you don't get caught out by that. Okay, so again, we're still in the diving section here. We're going to be using our symbols again, greater than, less than, or equal to complete these statements. A few more of them this time. Again, it's really important that we look at the unit of measurement and remember which one is bigger. And here, just like we did before, you need to really be thinking about what that means. What is a quarter then? So that's 3 litres. So we know that's going to be 3,000, but what's a quarter of a litre? If we know that a half a litre is 500, then what would a quarter of a litre be? And then see whether we think that's going to be greater than or less than. Let's have a look. So the first one, nice and easy, because obviously millilitres are less than litres. That is a lot of water, 320 litres. And if you look at the next one, those are the same. Okay, that's equal to. So then we've got 3.25. That will be bigger because that's 250. 2 litres and 30 or 2,300, that's your place value. Got to remember that 230 less than 300 there. And last one, that's the same, isn't it? Okay, fabulous. Right, so we're going into the diving slightly deeper now, where we need to be doing some thinking and reasoning about the comparing capacities. So Shane, Victoria and Jason are discussing different containers. Which statements do you agree with? Explain why. Explain what is wrong with any incorrect statements. So let's look at the first one. So we've got Shane says the volume of water in the spoon is more than the volume of water in the jug because the spoon is full and the jug is not. So let's think about that one first. So yes, the spoon is full and the jug isn't, but actually we're not talking about capacity here, which is how full or empty or half full something can be. We're talking about volume, so we're actually measuring the amount. So if we look at the measurements here, one is 15 millilitres and one is 200 millilitres. Okay, Victoria says the bowl has the same capacity as 10 bottles of water. Okay, so let's look at the bowl. So 15 litres and 1 litre 500. So if we can convert this into millilitres then, so it would be 1,500 millilitres, and we times that by 10. Yes, I think she's right there, isn't it? That would be the same. 15,000 litres. Okay, last one. Jason says the capacity of the jug is greater than the capacity of the glass. So here we're talking about capacity as opposed to volume. So let's have a look at the glass. So the glass is more full than the jug is, isn't it? So I would say this one is false as well, because the capacity, this is less than half full, and this is nearly full. Okay, let's have a look, see if we've got these right. Can you read those? So Shane is incorrect. The spoon is 15, whereas the jug is 200. Victoria is correct. 10 bottles. Yeah. Oh, so I got that one wrong, look. Okay, let's have a look at the last one then. Otto, Freddie, Anya and Grace are comparing the capacity of different containers. Use the information to work out which container each child chose. Okay, so they're going to give us some clues here. So we've got container A at 750 millilitres, container B 2 litres, container C 1 litre 500, container D 1,900 millilitres. So we've got to bear in mind that container B then is the largest one here. So these are our clues. Freddie's container has a capacity of exactly 3/4 of a litre more than Otto's. So we've got to remember that what 3/4 of a litre would be. So if half a litre is 500, quarter of a litre is 250, 3/4 of a litre will be 750 millilitres. So like this bottle here, 750 millilitres. So whatever Otto has chosen has to be 750 millilitres more. Okay, so you need to look at the next clue as well, because you often can't guess unless you've actually used both of them. The capacity of Anya's container is greater than the capacity of Freddie's, but less than the capacity of Grace's. Okay, so I'm going to have a think about this. So Freddie has got more than Otto has. Anya's got more than Freddie, but less than Grace, which means that Grace must have the biggest container. So if you look again to see which one is the most full, So Grace must have container B. Then the next one down must be Anya. And then Freddie, and so Otto must have this one, and then we can double check. So 750 add 750 is the same as 1500. Okay, let's see if we're right. Otto, Grace, Freddie, Anya. Yes. And then if you have a look at this, the capacity of Anya's container is greater than the capacity of Freddie's, but less than the capacity of Grace's. Yeah. Freddie's container has a capacity of 1 litre. Grace's shape has the greatest capacity, so container B must be hers. Okay, so these obviously are just some examples. The questions on the sheets will follow a very similar vein. As I said before, have a go at them. The answers are there. It's thinking about the best way to answer the question and just having a go. Let me click that way. Okay, so have a go then, and hopefully we will have some more videos next week. Bye!